For the first time in history, mankind has the ability to design bodies. For thousands of years, we have practiced selective breeding as we do with dogs, using breeding to design creatures with traits we prefer. But now, with advances in technology, we are able to manipulate the genetics of an animal to create exactly the kind of animal we want, beyond what we ever thought possible. For potential better food production, as in the case of the beefalo, seen here, a buffalo-cattle hybrid. Or a geep, a goat-sheep hybrid. For stronger breeds, such as a kama, a camel-llama hybrid that is supposed to have the hardiness of a camel and the temperament of a llama. Scientists have also created the zorse, a horse-zebra hybrid, and the lygra, a tiger-lion hybrid. Scientists have been able to take the bioluminescent genes from a jellyfish and add them to organisms like mouse pups and kittens, pigs, dogs, and even monkeys, making them glow. Scientists have added bioluminescent genes to zebrafish so that you can have fish that glow in your fish tank. Scientists are genetically engineering animals we eat to attempt to increase production, making them bigger and easier to farm, like this salmon. We use genetically engineered animals in the production of medicines to create life-saving drugs. But should we? Is there anything wrong with using green fluorescent protein to create a glowing kitten? Should we protest the construction of an ear-shaped polymer scaffolding on the back of a mouse? Do we cross a line when we create flocks of transgenic animals as bioreactors or to be farmed for drug molecules? Is it ethically questionable to wire electrodes into animal brains to control behavior? With all the suffering brought to animals caught up in agribusiness, are genetically engineered animals suffering simply by virtue of their physical manipulation? Is there appropriate oversight? When does the use of biotechnology on animal bodies step over an ethical line, or are their bodies open platforms for biomechanical tinkering? The conflict is clear in cases such as the robo-rat that was created at SUNY University, where they wired rats with electrodes at their sensor cortex and again at their pleasure centers, and then controlled the rat's movements by stimulating them to move right or left as the experimenter desired. Animal rights activists and activists claimed these animals were denied their autonomy and turned into robo-rats. Even the main scientist on the project admitted the idea was sort of creepy. Yet we use animals every day in ways that significantly restrain their autonomy, whether they are drug-sniffing dogs, plow oxen, dolphins at an aquarium, or canaries in a cage. Clearly, the suffering of animals in general does not free us from the obligation to treat our animals ethically in the laboratory or biotech industries. We have to scrutinize our motives and our actions and monitor the suffering that may follow. As we create new ways to integrate biotechnologies into animal bodies, we must constantly revisit and redefine the line between the use of animals and their exploitation, the control of behavior and their right to a certain level of autonomy, and the instrumental use of animals for the general welfare and the manipulation of animals for our curiosity or entertainment. There may be no better measure of our humanity than how we treat our animals.